Welcome back again, guys. This is a video that I very much did not want to have to make, but this is kind of a follow-up on the cold steel all-terrain chopper because I've gotten a lot more use out of it lately. I've been using it just today. All this new spring growth that's come off, I've got limbs off of the elm trees that are growing off at low level and starting to grow into my house, into my cabin. So I'm trimming all those off, and I decided that I would give the cold steel another shot. This is the all-terrain chopper. It has a very nice price point, and it comes pretty sharp right out of the box. For what it does, you don't really need a razor edge on this, and it's a really good thing that it was not and is still not razor sharp. Once again, as I said in the previous video, as much as I want to love this thing, I don't. I absolutely do not. Let me reiterate that. I do not recommend that anyone buy this knife from Cold Steel. Same as before. The reason why. I was just out here cutting branches overhead, kind of like this right here, just chopping away. You know, this knife, it's got so much weight right up here at the tip. And I understand why Cold Steel did it that way. I understand the blade shape, the blade thickness, and the weight being at the tip of this particular knife. Okay? I understand the purpose of it. However, the fact that there is so much steel up here, so much weight on a very sharp edge, is the downfall ultimately of this design. Because when you're swinging, as I said before, if you guys watched the previous video, you're swinging and you come down, and sometimes this thing will just cut so perfectly and so cleanly through a limb or a branch, especially depending on the species of tree, that it just slices through it like hot butter. And then that steel is on a downward stroke and it's headed right for you. And it's enough weight that with that downstroke, it's hard to stop it. And when you try to stop it again, it pops past your thumb. I'm going to bring this in and show you precisely what I mean. You come down on the downstroke and you try to stop it short so you don't hurt yourself. It pops past your thumb. Now, just a moment ago, the only thing that probably saved me severing my femoral artery was the fact that I have experience with this blade, and I knew that this thing likes to break past your thumb and come in on you. Knowing that, and this, mind you, was a two-handed stroke, I come down, I hit the limb, I transferred through the limb, and believe it or not, still could not keep this blade. Guys, I'm a flooring installer. I do a lot of heavy lifting, heavy carrying. It's a very manual labor job. I am not by any means a weak man. I have strong hands. I could not prevent this thing from breaking past my grip, and it came down at me just like so. And having experience already with this blade and knowing that this happens, sidestepped at the last moment when the blade swung through. Had I not, I was standing at about a shoulder width stance, kind of like you see now, and I swung, and had I not, this knife would have connected about the femoral artery. It would have been fatal. I could have killed myself today using this blade. So as much as I really wanted to like this knife, it's getting retired. I'm not using that anymore. It is dangerous, and by dangerous I do in fact mean deadly. It's too much. I'm not weak. Like I said, I'm a strong man. That is too much weight when you come down on the downswing to try to stop it and have it pop through your hand, and when it does, that blade spins right toward you. You're going to disembowel yourself, you're going to cut yourself into the bone, probably even break the bone, because that is a considerable amount of weight on this blade. Okay? I'm sorry. I wanted to really like it. I thought it would be a great bushcraft tool. It would be great for busting up limbs and cutting firewood and all this kind of stuff. But guys, it's not. Okay? It's dangerous. It is maybe if you had sticks or logs lying down and were cutting at a downward stroke like this, where you didn't have to worry about anything but embedding it in the ground, perhaps. But as a bushcraft tool, and it is marketed as basically a machete, and everybody knows that when you're breaking trail and you're using a machete, you're cutting here, you're cutting here, you're cutting high, you're cutting sideways. You're doing all these different strokes to break a trail. This knife, failure. Absolute miserable failure for cutting anything where you can possibly lose control and have this blade snap back and take you out. Like here, here. I'm left-handed, so a lot of the danger for me is coming this way, having it come in and take out my kidneys, my liver, my intestines, my bladder, femoral artery. It's a nightmare, okay? Move on, find something else. Do not buy the Cold Steel all-terrain chopper. If you do, you know, hey, it is what it is. Some of you guys may get great use out of it. Some of you guys may really love it. But as for myself, for reasons of safety and for the known issue of not being able to stop this much steel, I cannot in good conscience recommend this to anyone for any reason ever. All right. It is what it is, right? Okay, thank you very much, guys, for watching. Don't forget, if you liked the video, reach down there and hit that subscribe button. Click the notification bell, select all notifications if you want to be notified when I upload future videos. Questions or comments, especially on this, like I said, I've got a lot of experience with it now. So if there's something you want to know, or maybe you've got a piece of advice or something that would help and make this a better tool, well, like I said, using it down low, it's golden, it's good. But if it's a machete, you're going to be up here. You're going to be clearing limbs at head height and all kinds of stuff. It's just too much weight. Okay, so if you've got some safety tips or some horror stories, maybe you own this blade and you realize, like I do, how you can lose control of it so easy, get down there in the comments. Please blow the comments up. I would love to hear from you. Okay, thank you very, very much, guys. Thank you for your views, for your support, and I will get another video out to you as soon as I can.